It'll change.
It will.
I'm playing with the lighting. Look at this guy.
Oh, that's a lot. Oh, that's a... Yeah.
Who's producing this show? Get it together, Marjo.
Marjo. That's so cute.
I have to distract myself from the world. So I'm going to talk to myself on the internet.
And your smell.
Which is the least insulting light. So like that's insulting. Like you see every crack and crevice in my whole damn face. I don't know.
Moving on.
I'm not really too worried about it. I just don't really want to look evil.
Oh.
Anyway.
Your smile.
I got so upset. I had such a good day.
It is.
And then I get on the internet.
Yeah.
You ever watch the original Beetlejuice? And there's this part like the guy retired, he moved to his house on the hill in the quiet countryside.
Yeah.
He's chilling, like he has arrived to the picture that he had in his mind. And he picks up his binoculars and he looks out the window and he's like, oh look, you know, like, oh how cute. And then he looks over here and there's a bird. Like ripping apart a worm or something. So it was like all cute.
Yeah.
And then it's like the brutality of nature.
Sure.
Right?
Brutality.
And that's what life is. Like you're ebbing and flowing, and then boom, nature. Something natural course takes over. And I was on TikTok. And I can't follow a lot of animal stuff because I get so attached and I understand the brutality of the natural world.
The natural.
So I get too invested, so it's an emotional roller coaster, and my life is already enough of an emotional roller coaster, so I can't afford the extra stimuli from external sources for being invested in eagles in California. Because right now they're under attack by ravens. And then I go out in the world and I get mad at the ravens because they ate the eagle egg.
Oh.
But they're just doing what ravens do. You can't get mad at the ravens for doing what ravens do.
What they do.
Right? And you can't get mad at, you know, like animals bite to defend themselves
They do.
when they're scared. And now we live in a whole planet that so many people are scared. You can't throw people in jail for you reaching at them and they defend themselves, but you wear a badge, so they got to go to jail. Because when you're against people with the badge, all you have to do is go limp. Just go limp. With the police, wet noodle. Whoop! Whoop! Wet noodle. Go limp. Dead weight. You put me in handcuffs, but I'm gonna make you work for this shit. You're gonna carry me out by how silly are you guys gonna look? 8 men, grown-ass men, can't see their feet without a mirror, gonna have to carry little Marge out. Because that's how many minutes it's gonna take you, because I'm gonna give you my dead weight. I'm not gonna go easy. I mean, I'm gonna go peacefully, but you're gonna get my dead weight, I'm gonna go easy. So God bless the little eaglets. They're about gone, dude. I don't know where the eagles are. I don't know why they leave the nest. I don't know. Nature's brutal. They're off doing eagle stuff, and now the little eggs are going to die. And they're not going to get eaglets anymore in California. What lake are they at? They're down by, like, south of Tahoe. But it's sad, and I couldn't watch, and so I had to get on YouTube and do a live so I don't get so upset about little baby eagles and eggs that are about to die. Because they have a live webcam on them. I can't handle nature like that. Like I'm too empathic. But I just had a good massage. I got a hot Himalayan salt rock massage. And I am Missy Blissy.
Missy.
Alright, and then my car to throw codes today. So now I know it's a fuel sensor. And so next week they're going to address that. So me and Mom are this close, we're this much closer to feeding people that need food in the community.
Oh, fooding.
We're going to go out in a mobile kitchen and we're going to make gourmet food because I'm a gourmet cook because I'm Cancer rising. I'm Aries sun. I'm Scorpio moon. I'm all about hospitality and taking care of people. And I lived such a shit life when I was growing up, and it's been so hard along the way. Like, I would imagine, like, what would be the one thing that would make things better right now? And sometimes it's just like a real bitchin' Philly cheesesteak. Or a chicken cheesesteak. I like chicken cheesesteaks. They used to have those in a restaurant in Bellevue, Nebraska. And I was like, I remember the first time I bit into one of those.
Whoa.
Like, I want to make that so when people that are traveling and homeless and you know, like, just need a leg up in life, I'll find them on the street and I'll make them freaking rad food, you know? Because I live off blood money.
Blood money?
Yeah, all my money my direct deposit, my security, safety is all because we freaking kill people in places we had no business in the name of freedom and democracies. And I mean, it's just, I'm here to tell the world that America's a psyop and that Washington, D.C. and Hollywood are the same budgets. Like, national security, it's an oxymoron. You know what an oxymoron? That's what national security is. Thank you for saying so. So is another oxymoron, aside from national security, it's military intelligence. That's another one. They're a bunch of fucking Barney Fifes. You ever watch Barney Fifes? They, you know, the you know, like, well, they take a test to go in the military, and they only have to score a 37, which is scary. Because the lowest test score that you can need to get into the military is a 36. So that means that military police are the second lowest test score on the military entrance exams. Bunch of dummies, and they give them guns and big trucks and say, okay, go out, find bad guy. And they're all, ooh, just tell us who bad man is. And it's anybody that pisses them off, really. Because they don't have any discipline. Because they're the frat brat, they're the college superstar, the athlete, they're the chosen, they're the one that, God, man, they just got the best life. They make movies on TV based on the light of these heroes for America because, think about it, I was trying to explain, I think I did a pretty good job explaining it to my massage lady today. I said, think about what a war is. A war. How do wars start? A war start with men in costumes and little buttons and little ribbons. And they sit around the table and they write letters and they're like, this is how it is. Okay? Just like lawyers do. Like my brother, who's a lawyer for California, he does the same thing. He sits around his table with his buddy and they write letters, and those letters declare how society is going to be run. Because that's how they say, because don't you know who they are? They're big important men that have G-spots in their butt. So whenever some machismo's giving you shit, just start laughing and be like, dude, some chick, I wish I would have got her username. The person that said it didn't credit it, but she clipped, but because some girl got in an argument, and I will forever give this girl credit. She said, I'm not going to argue with any man who has his G-spot in his butthole. Like, you know, that is the most beautiful thing, because they're like, you know, but in my mind, it's like, oh, you're almost there. You almost got it. And I'm just like, stop. The visuals. So I'm explaining to her how Washington, D.C. and Hollywood are an extension of one another. Is that it's just groups of people that write scripts, whether they call them law, legal, jargon, or they call them scripts in Hollywood. My brother wanted, he's too self-centered. He cares too much about what other people think to go to the Hollywood route. See, and I could have gone Hollywood, but it's just, I'm not into butt stuff. That's why I will never succeed on this planet, because I'm not gonna. They gonna willfully bend me over a conference table to do their weird, to get people to like me. See, I don't care if people like me. I like myself so much, and Mom likes me. Mom tells me every day, "Your nice smile and thank you," and we have gratitude for our tangibles where our hands are. Because we've been without so much.
Yeah.
And so we don't need a lot to be happy, because happiness is a derivative from your mind, body, and spirit being in alignment. And that's why so many people are unhappy, because they're oblivious. How many people don't recognize, they don't believe in reincarnation? They think when we're dead, we're taking a dirt nap. Like, energy never dies. I really look like my dad today. It's weird.
Oh.
I wonder what's going on with him. Maybe it's the lighting. Maybe it's the light. I have my dad when he was like 50, because I'm 50.
You're 50?
I'm going to be 52. I asked my massage lady, I said, "Can you ask me a question?" I said, "How long have you been doing this?" And she said, "I've been doing this 20 years. And I said, "Okay, so how many massages do you think you've done in that 20-year time span?" Now, she's a mom, and so, you have to account for, I said, "Do you think you've done 300 in a year?" And she's like, "Oh, no, I've done more than that." I said, so we'll say, she said 500. And I said, "Okay, let's land on 4 for all the times that, you did less. We'll average on 4. She said, "Okay, fair." I said, "So out of 400, so what's that? 400. And then I'm trying to do math while getting a massage. I said, it's like trying to talk about career choices while getting a lap dance.
A lap dance.
I've done that before, because stuff is not supposed to be, and it was, anyway, she laughs at me. It was so good to laugh.
Wow.
To let all the tensions of the world out. It was just such a delightful experience. And then she said that my back loosened up because she used hot rocks.
Hot rocks.
Yeah, so it got out tension that, I was going to use the calculator. So we'll say 400 times, it's 8,000. That's what I said.
8,000.
I said, so you've done 8,000 massages. I said, now answer me this. For my age group, for my demographic, what percentile would you say my physical health is based on massaging me? You could feel my muscles, right? And she said, and she's like, "Well, how old are you?" I said, "What's today? What's the month?" You're just about to hit February. So we got the month, February, March, and then the 9th of April. So in 3 months, a quarter of a year, I'll be 52.
Wow. 52.
And she's like, "Oh, wow." "Oh, no, you're in very good shape for your..." I'm just like, yes, that's how I win. That's how I win, Ma.
Oh, that's how you win.
That's how I win, by fighting against myself when I want to be lazy. Because I just think across America, everybody that's not standing up and doing 300 sets with their 20 pound, so every time I do that, I put myself in a better advantage. At least I'm trying. I could die tomorrow, but at least I'll die healthy, It's not because I laid around and I drank too much and I, Good girl, honey bear. Boy, I feel so much better. I gotta stay off TikTok. I don't want to know. I don't want to see little eagle egg all over the nest. I get too invested and then my heart hurts and then I can't. Because nature is brutal. Nature is such a brutal thing. And we're just animals. All human beings, people are like, the humans of the earth. What does that mean? That means we're animals. We talk. That means we're supposed to be the custodians, the stewards of the earth. And the demons, I was explaining to her how people are soul sacks.
Soul sack.
They're soul sacks of energy. And they do things to tune themselves into frequencies that draw demonic entities into them. And then they go around doing butt stuff, drinking too much, partying too much, while Americans are literally rotting their flesh in this, their flesh is rotting, living in the street. Like there's poverty because rich asshole fraternity nepo bitches want people to suffer. Yeah. There's war because dudes want to feel like men because they really in real life feel pretty inside and they want to overcompensate, so they're overacting. So whole world's about to blow up because the whole power play. And I don't want people to fall for it. I don't want people to end up in cages because they let you protest because they know how energy works, and it just takes one firecracker. It takes one misconceived notion of a car backfiring, and then everybody's like, gunfire! That's all you need to create a bad situation. So don't go to just stay out of, turn the other cheek, stay out of harm's way. Like don't gather in groups. It's not the time now. It's very dangerous. There's a lot of potential. There's for bad things to happen, and when people collectively feel bad, when one person feels bad and they meet with a whole bunch of other people that feel bad, it sparks a whole lot of negativity, and I don't want to see people get hurt more than they already have. Don't play their game. Don't go down to their level of believing that there's some evil something out there that we gotta defend. Defending your spirit starts with being in line with your mind, body, and spirit. And that has it. I mean, you carry your little signs, do whatever makes you feel better. I did that stuff when I was 15, and I never ever found a point where I found that to be useful. That's not if people want to do something useful, gather, do useful things. Gather, exchange ideas. I was telling the massage lady, I said, I wanna have like a metaphysical fair with like Ben Davis, like truth speakers. Ben Davis, like he's right up the road north of here, not a couple hours. And like Sloan Bella, like psychic mediums, astrologers, just the people, the visionaries. So we can all gather in Taos and talk about a vision for the new future where there's fruits and vegetables everywhere. And like teenagers, instead of out racing cars and trucks, they're out there building parks and excavators and moving dirt and learning how to build 3D printed houses so nobody ever has to go without a home ever again. And I'm just trying to speak into an existence where people, if you don't have money, you could still get your shit fixed. Like if your car breaks, that's all right. We'll catch you next time. We're gonna move more towards a pay it forward society, and it makes my heart all aflutter. My heart is all aflutter. Yeah, there's some things I won't do. I've done 2.7 thousand videos, and you will never hear me say the word shout out. Except when I say, you're not going to hear me shout out. When people like, I don't understand what that is. Give a shout. Oh, here's a shout. I'm so important. You're going to feel good if I say it. Like, what kind of lame ass shit is that? So you won't see that or hear that here. Like, this funny. The massage lady, she's like, you're Heyoka. And I said, yes. And my ex-girlfriend, she said, you're a Heyoka. I said, What's that? This was back in 2016. I was off fighting fake wars, and she was off hanging out with Lakotas, and the natives brought her in because she was such a white girl, had beautiful white hair. I'm sure they were fascinated. She was probably alien to them with the brown skins and stuff. And so they befriended her and told her of Heyoka. And then it was years after she and I broke up. Like, we were messaging because she embroidered. She was an embroiderer and did my T-shirts. She doesn't do that anymore. And so we were talking one day, and she was like, "You're a Heyoka," and I'm like, "I don't know." And so I started looking it up, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I am. I'm one of them." It's like a two spirit. I got so much spirit. It's like everybody has two spirits. It's the masculine and feminine energy in which we encompass. People deny that is the thing. And see, I live ambidextrously. I live with both sides of my brain. I can write frontwards and backwards at the same time. I write in a mirror because I can when I play baseball or golf, I'm pretty good at both because it's about finding the sweet spot. Like the sweet spot in your car. I'm getting the sweet spot on the Suburban. Oh my God, that thing is freaking hella dope, man. I drove around with the big speaker in it. I got a JBL. I put it in there because I like to feel music because my hearing's going, so I like to feel it more. And so I'm driving around. I am feeling the Leo's full moon that's coming in. That's for sure. Got the hair going on. I got Leo third house, I believe, is where my Leo sits. So, you need something, Mom?
No.
You need the heat on? Are you chilly in your bits?
A little bit.
Little chilly in your bits?
Yeah.
Turn that on.
She's happy.
I am happy.
And you're smiling.
I dare say.
And you're smiling.
Right?
And you're smiling.
I hope people still like me because I've been sad for so long.
Oh.
And I knew it. I remember because I see things. I'm a seer. And it's just, things are hard. Like they're physically taxing on me. Like it's hard to move all of the stuff that me and Mom own, even though it's a lot less than most, but it's more than others. And move it someplace else. It's hard to do. So hopefully I'm finding a community where I can help people help me move, or at least I'll pay them to help me move boxes. I don't need friends. I just need dedicated employees.
Moving on.
Can you pay me to help me? Can I pay you to help me out? Because everybody needs money right now, and I have no earth in my chart. It's really interesting because I was explaining to my friend recently, was that today? Can't remember today. It's all a blur. And I said, I have been spending money so freely the last few months since the dogs died. Like it became my mission to get the car working so Mom and I could go out on our adventures, so we could get out because we don't have to stay home as much because of the dogs. And so I'm thinking of adventures and stuff. And it's been a slow time. And I must have spent in the last, since October. Tucker died, went to heaven.
Oh.
And then so that's when I started putting money. And so I must have since then probably close to $6-7 grand. Right? So I just take it in and say fix it, and then I'd pick it up and it still wouldn't run right. When I took it to Metric, and they got me for over $3 grand, probably closer to $4 grand. But that'll come back to them. I don't got to worry about it. If one person doesn't go to them because I said don't go there because they suck and they'll rip you off, then I already, that's all I need is just one person not to go. So I found a good mechanic, and he freaking showed up to the place I broke down yesterday. His and it was so cool because I was talking, and now they don't speak Spanish, right? So this supports how easy that you can communicate with people, even if you have, because I have fresh air heater actuator
Oh.
that's going out. So when I start the car and turn it off, this thing just been driving me crazy. Knock, 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 knock. And I even cleaned out the glove box so they can replace it. Well, he said he's explaining this to me. He said he's telling me what it does. It's for what it changes the air temperature from when you hit the button and you want outside air, fresh air that's cold if you want to warm it up. That's what that sensor does. And I don't need that shit. We've got coats and stuff. So he said just unplug it, it'll be fine. So he even saved me. I was like, thanks, man. Gave him $20 because people they don't know how easy it is to be generous. They really don't know, and how good it makes them and other people feel to be generous. My Ma, listen to this.
Okay.
This is my horoscope for today. I love this app, okay? Because trees tell me things. I could be in a city, and I'll get a thought, and then nature will verify it by giving me a little shimmy, right? Because I always relied on nature. Because I couldn't make friends with people, so I'd always go out and hang out with the trees, and then they tell me everybody's secrets. Right? So today it says trees warn each other of danger by sending electrical signals across an underground fungal network.
Wow.
Right? Stop pretending you have to handle everything alone. The people around you are already reaching out. That text, that invitation, that random check-in, they're not just being polite. Answer back. Right? And then it says, do spice racks, postcards, spontaneity. I need to get back into sending people postcards, Ma.
That's a good thought.
Wouldn't that be good? Just like, hey, I'm thinking of you from Taos House, New Mexico. Says, don't pixels. That's funny because the Pixels, the band, came on like 3 times today. Oh, it's the Pixies, not the Pixels. Whoops, my mistake. Don't the Pixels, master plans, standardized tests, and then the dive deeper. With Aries Sun, you act quickly and decisively in the moment. Your boldness allows you to seize opportunities others miss, but can also leave you isolated when you don't pause to communicate. And in my massage, we were talking about the importance of communication. Mercury is currently enhancing your natural ability to connect the dots and recognize patterns. You may find yourself anticipating the needs before others even realize them. Wow. This is a gift, but be mindful not to assume everyone else sees what you do. I know that nobody sees what I do. I've accepted that so long ago. Hey, do you see what I see? And they're like, no, not at all. So Mom had a good lunch, got home. Luna had a good dinner. And then we're just going to kick back. I just had to get on and get my yayas out. Because I felt bad for so long. And now I'm actually, like, in the solution to actually really feel better. And I'm learning. Like, I'm about to get a master class from a woman that has been fixing people's feet since 1977. I was 3 years old. She's been helping people. Her husband, it was his business, and then he died and she took it over. And now she's getting older, so maybe if I can help, and give her like help be the go-between between her clients here. And then I get something for gas or whatever, but then she gets it in her household. So, because I'm good at doing 100% of the work, getting 49% of the dividends, and giving 51% away. It would be more than that, but that's like the lowest, like as a reference point kind of thing. And so I just have all this experience and abilities I just want to share with other people. That's all.
You're doing well.
I just want to, because sharing is caring, and now that's the name of my first video.
Very nice.
That's about all I got for now. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you have a rad day.
You're
Peace.